and thanks for joining us on the program. Welcome, everyone. I am Precious Amayu. Now, we're starting here in Africa, where at an Air Force base in Bamako, that's Mali's capital, Mali's military leader, General Assimi Goïta, presided over a ceremony marking the launch of a unified military force for the Sahel Alliance. The force brings together Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger in a bid to strengthen security cooperation, as well as three junta-led countries battle insurgencies. Niger's defense minister said the 5,000-strong force will carry out joint operations across the region. Burkinabe General Daouda Traoré has been appointed commander, with the force's headquarters based in Niamey. The ceremony was attended by defense ministers, diplomats, and representatives of international organizations. The Sahel Alliance was formed after the three countries withdrew from ECOWAS, accusing the bloc of imposing unfair sanctions and acting against their interests. Joining me now via Zoom to discuss further on this is publisher Inside Watch Africa, Sheyi Adeyemo. Good to have you join us.
Thank you so much, Precious. Thank you for having me.
All right, so just before we get into this latest move by the Alliance, I just wanted to get your thoughts on whether you think that this alliance has made any significant progress since they withdrew from ECOWAS.
Okay, I think they've been able to enjoy a level of independence. The truth of the matter is a lot of people have been looking, and like you and me, on how well they're fed. I want to believe that is the reason why there's this joint force. The truth is, people have asked if the economy have done better than it was. Yes, in some way in Niger, it seemed like the economy is doing better than it was before they withdrew from ECOWAS. So the truth of the matter is, in my opinion, they are more concentrated. They know they're under pressure, that the whole world is looking at them. So they're obviously doing better than they were doing when they were with us in ECOWAS right now.
Absolutely, almost as though they have a point to prove. But let's now get to this latest coordinated security response. It is the latest initiative was seen under the alliance since they withdrew from ECOWAS. What do you make of their efforts to sort of achieve closer integration?
I think it's something that ECOWAS should work with. In my opinion, the enemy is real, the enemy is there. In the Sahel, we've had problems with our security generally. And that includes us that are still remaining in ECOWAS and them that are in AES. So, in my opinion, there's a need for a consolidated effort, and that's why they've come together. There's a need for us or them to have a joint force. And what I think, and I'm hoping ECOWAS will do, rather than say, oh, they're no longer coming to ECOWAS, is for us to find a way of working with them so that we can fight the common enemy. Because these people that have continued to torment us in Sahel have continued to unleash mayhem on all of us. And I think whatever we can do together to make sure we take them out, we need to do, and we need to do it as quickly as possible.
And interesting, I will get to the parts, the coordination with ECOWAS or not in just a moment, but I wanted to say on this, because the insurgency has been really, very significant in terms of the impact it has had on the Sahel. And one of the reasons that we also saw that coup beyond the economic issues they mentioned and issues around governance in their various countries, the security challenge was also one of them, and it's taken them quite a long time to fix it. People felt that because they were generals, that it would be easier for them in terms of their understanding of security. But does that speak to their capacity or to just how difficult this particular situation is in terms of security?
It speaks to the fact that it's a very difficult situation. Like I said, right now we have a common and real enemy in the Sahel. Yes, these are generals. They promise their people, and one of the major points, for which they withdrew from ECOWAS was the fact that they were not getting the kind of security for their people like they expected they will get. Some of them had fought in the forefront of the war, and they believe that the superpowers, France and the rest of them, were not doing what they expect they should do. So yes, this shows that the fight is not an easy fight, but you can see that they're making more progress. Yes, we all expected that by now that they would have done much more than they are doing, and I suspect strongly it's for that reason that they have decided to form a joint force so that the fight will be more coordinated than it was before.
And what do you make of their coordination? Because whilst we look at this, I mean, Nigeria, we will say, is a giant of Africa. In terms of military strength, none of these countries are a match for Nigeria, and even just in terms of equipment. But it was so easy for, it was the Burkina Faso army or military that detected the Nigerian plane that landed, military aircraft that landed, and then the coordinated response from the alliance on that particular situation. I just, also want to get your reaction to that, just their level of coordination. I know they're just 3 countries, but it seems remarkable, isn't it?
It is remarkable, and like I said, I think for me it's a good development because you see, whether there's a proverb in my area, whether the husband kills a rat or the wife kills a rat, the point is for the rat to be killed. There's a problem, there's an enemy. The enemy is real. We must find a way of killing the enemy. We cannot continue to have the kind of insecurity that we've suffered for several years in the Sahel to continue. And whatever we can do as a people, and when I say as a people, I mean all of us that are in the Sahel, whether they are in EAES or they're in ECOWAS, bottom line is there's a need for a coordinated effort, and this is part of the coordinated effort. I'm hoping that we will copy or go in that light and get ourselves more coordinated so that once and for all, we all can do better in quenching this enemy that have continued to plague us for a while now in the Sahel.
And what will be the implication of not having ECOWAS coordinate with them? Because these are also countries, especially countries in the Sahel, also have insurgents at their shared borders. And so
I think the right and strategic thing to do is to find a way of working with them so that that part of the Sahel will not be opened up. Rather than look at the fact that, oh, they're not with us at this time. In fact, in my opinion, one of the best ways to get them back into ECOWAS is to reach out to them, to let them know that we're willing to work with them because we understand that we have an enemy and that if we work together, we'll be able to achieve a better result rather than saying that, oh, because they are no longer with us now. And like you rightly said, I mean, recently we had to fly over their country and our aircraft was detained. We don't want to have situations like that. So whatever we can do to ensure that there's cooperation between us and them. I mean, in my opinion, this happened a few years ago. It can be rectified if we do what is right and be matured in the way we go about dealing with them. I believe we will be able to get them back on our side. All we need to do is just to reach out to them and say we're willing to work with them because we definitely need a coordinated force to be able to quench this common enemy.
Mr. Diemo, I will put you on hold as we take a break now. When we return, we'll continue that conversation. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.